Yeah. Shout out to my people out there, man. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. You did, man. What's good, man? Look, it's your round, Pat Boy Dolo. Tapping in with another episode of Round the Clock Thinkers, man. Shout out to my people out there, man. I'm sipping tea and talking shit and doing what I do best, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself. You dig? What's up, man, to my people, bro? Man, look. Today I want to talk about programming. You know, and how important it is that we understand that everything that we are, everything that we do, all the results that we get comes down to our programming. And to also understand that that can be changed. We weren't just born to be a certain way and that's it. Things can be changed. You know what I'm saying? Things can definitely be changed, man. So, it's this guy, Dr. Shad Helmstetter. He wrote a book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, right? And I have a video, I have a clip that I'm gonna play of him talking about programming. And what's crazy is he starts talking about this part in the brain called the amygdala. The amygdala. I think that's how you pronounce it. Is the amygdala. It's in the brain. And it's the part that basically detects danger. And when it's heightened, it pumps cortisol into the system. This shit is deep, bro. I'm talking about game 101. He is breaking this shit down to the bone marrow, champ. So what I'm gonna do? Let me get that video pulled up. Let me pull them up.
Most is other people treat them differently. People they'll ask you, what's going on?
Okay. Dr. Shad, I wanted to ask you also, are some of us born more negative versus amazing. It's so cool. As you say that, I'm having so many different thoughts
Hold on.
that are hitting me, all of which I believe are positive. But is the correlation between that negative thinking and that fight or flight response and anxiety? I know that's a big topic today. Negative thinkers?
Yes, the world in a way that increases the amount of negative thinking they do. And there's a reason for that. If you grew up in a reasonably positive home, you were told no, or what you cannot do, or what will not work for you, and what you shouldn't do more than 148,000 times.
Wow.
Reasonably positive home. You were told no.
Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. This is how programming works. Now, he's talking about when we were younger, how we got told no so many times. We came in this world with the programming of yes, 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 but we got told no over 148,000 times. Could you imagine telling yourself yes 148,000 times to combat that programming? Listen to this shit.
And there's a reason for that. If you grew up in a reasonably positive home, you were told no, or what you cannot do, or what will not work for you, and what you shouldn't do more than 148,000 times. That's a lot of programs. And of course, we didn't know it at the time, but anything that the brain is hearing, any message your brain gets, it actually records it temporarily. And then any message your brain gets repeatedly, it thinks, oh, that must be important. I'll wire this in. So any message you get that's repeated often is wired into the brain and becomes what we could call permanent. And if we got 148,000 no's in our life, that's a lot of negatives to overcome. Some of those, of course, were for the right reason, helping us stay out of trouble and not touching the hot stove and so on. But it went far beyond that. And there are parents who probably today have said to their little kid, who do you think you are? You'll never amount to much. You'll never be president. You're so stupid, or you're so clumsy, or things like that. So those are just really obvious kinds of things. The kinds of early programs that some of us got. And so what happens at 5% of the programs all of the, it's simply designed to act on the programs it receives that are the strongest, and it acts on them to first address the problem. We'll look at it first from over here. This part of the brain that says, I don't think this is going to work, or I could never do that, or out loud part. And that is, it's going to alert us and tell us, look out, danger, Will Robinson. So it's supposed to keep us out of trouble. The amygdala clearly was created in the brain probably during the time. So there's a third part, and I don't want to complicate this, but it's.
So right here, he starts talking about the amygdala, which is the part of the brain that alerts us to danger. Now, back in the ancestry days, right, they were being hunted by saber-toothed tigers. So they needed that type of component in the brain to keep them safe. But now, today, we damn near make some of the most easy, like, not even really problems. You can solve this shit easily, like gas prices, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We make that synonymous to the fear of a saber-toothed tiger. So we're sitting here, we're worried, right? The amygdala is flaring off, sending cortisol into the system, which is a stress hormone, over bills, gas prices, what this person said about me, what this person didn't say to me, didn't speak to me, then, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit is synonymous in our minds to the fear of a saber-toothed tiger. Ain't that some shit? Listen, now check this out. Listen to what he's about to say.
Yeah, it's probably important. There's a third part, and that is, there's an area, a well-known area of the brain called the amygdala, which is our alert signal. It's our warning system, that if there's a problem, it's going to alert us and tell us, look out, danger, Will Robinson. So it's supposed to keep us out of trouble. The amygdala clearly was created in the brain probably during the time when most of us lived in the far distant jungles of the past, and we were trying to keep, our brain was trying to keep us safe from the saber-toothed tiger. What happened was, we live in a very different world today. There aren't very many saber-toothed tigers around. There aren't any. But the amygdala doesn't know that. So it keeps putting us on high alert, danger, or negative, or there's something wrong. When in fact, most of the things we deal with today, we can deal with them, and they're not problems that can't be overcome, and we're not going to be eaten by the saber-toothed tiger. So when you use negative self-talk, you enhance, you focus in on the negative that the amygdala is putting out. When you use positive self-talk, you're actually dampening the amygdala. You're calming it down.
So this amygdala, it flares when we're worried You know what I'm saying? Negative self-talk. I'm not good enough. What's going on? Something's wrong. The bill won't get paid. I don't have enough. You know, all this stuff. I need somebody. All this stuff that really, in reality, what you're predicting is gonna happen never even happens. You just be tripping, sending cortisol into your system and shit over nothing. Stressing over nothing. Cause 95% of this shit doesn't happen. It's just scenarios. Negative scenarios that we conjure up in our mind. And like he was saying, the amygdala and that part of the brain that produces that cortisol from like alerting you to danger, synonymous to the saber-toothed tiger, it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. It doesn't know that the saber-toothed tiger is no longer around. Dr. Shad just said it. It doesn't know. So it'll take some shit like bills or gas prices or you know, neediness or lack of self-love or negative self-talk. It'll take those little small things and in your system produce the same amount of cortisol that it would as if it was a saber-toothed tiger around the corner. Or for that matter, let's talk about today. If as if it was a fucking mountain lion around the corner, or a tiger, or a lion, or a bear. The system is producing that much cortisol over some of the most smallest things. So that's why you have to reprogram. He said it, it's the programming. You have to reprogram. Being told, no, you can't do this, you're not good enough, over 148,000 times when you're young, between an infant to the age of 7 or 8, the programming stages where you're literally being programmed, that's when your subconscious mind is wide open. So everything that goes in, it becomes a part of you. It becomes your programming, your belief. And you was told no and how you can't be something, can't do something over 148,000 times within that time frame when you was just little. You didn't know nothing. You didn't know nothing about nothing. And you think that now that you're grown, that you know a little bit more, that's done with? No. Look at your results. It's beliefs that control your results. And it's beliefs that you don't even think you have, but you do have. You just have to look at your results. And you have to pay attention to how you talk to yourself and feel in certain situations. Do you feel inadequate in certain situations? You see what I'm saying? Man, it's your round Pat Boy Dolo, man. Checking out. I just wanted to tap in. Shout out to Dr. Shad Helmstetter. I'll tag that video below that I was playing from. And also you should go check out his book, man. It's called How to Talk to Yourself. No, it's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Dr. Shad Helmstetter. But I'm going to tag this video below and you'll be able to see his name, how to spell it, all that shit. And I'm sure old buddy, he got a link to the book in his description. So, man, it's your round Pat Boy Dolo, man. Y'all stay smooth out here, you dig? And I'm out. Peace, peace.